action shot bench. This is what I've been working on, these lovely mossy areas.
It smells of onion. Oh, lovely. Let's have a look. This is a big old pond. The clients have bought the house with this in situ. Doesn't really work, doesn't look great. It's far too low compared to the ground around it, so it's not really usable. It's like a pit of doom. We are going to completely fill a lot of this in and start again. It's going to be a roughly, let me think, 34-foot long water feature, including a little waterfall at the back over there, where our biological filter is going to be. We'll have a lovely intake bay over this end near the electrics, into which all the leaves and muck is going to get sucked. And yeah, I don't think too much more to say at this stage, because there's a lot of hard graft to go now. Hey you, yes you, can you please like, subscribe and comment, because it'll really help us.
Two diggers on this job. Massive great big dumper. An old second digger there. Lovely little workforce.
Here's some of the rocks and gravel, just some of it. Pretty much we went with boulders and some nice large pieces of slate on this one. We had to find an awful lot of soil to completely alter the topography around the existing pond, to bring it up to level with the surrounds. And we found the old spoil heap from the original pond when it was dug out the back here. So here's the boys taking out some masonry. This spoil heap was absolutely chock-a-block with concrete, metal, anything you want to think of, plastic. So it took a heck of a lot of sorting out to get some reasonably decent soil round to the front. We often get asked early on in an inquiry, oh, I've already got a pond, so will that make it cheaper? No, if anything, it will make it more. If we just dig a pond first time correctly in virgin soil, it's usually a lot easier for us than trying to alter an existing, usually 99 times out of 100 badly dug existing pond.
It's not making noises like that. Keep going. Yeah, go. Start with day 3, guys. Absolutely huge soil platform we're creating here. Basically filling in the old pond with the mound we've been showing you over there. Other side of the house. Bloody massive.
everyone, it's the end of day 4. We've got it nicely dug in. Now we're getting there. Still got a lot of ground shaping to do, get all the levels right. But yeah, it was an absolute mess this morning. Connor's just doing the shelves. This is going to be the intake bay into where all the leaves and muck get sucked. Quite a nice big intake bay. Starting to shape the pond. That's not the final shape of the pond. It's going to be larger over there. There's going to be nice upper pools up in the waterfalls too, split pools, separated from one another laterally, so it's not like a staircase. And yeah, it's been a good day's work. Ben's just moving the rocks. Had really good weather this week, been so fortunate. Nothing worse than wet weather when you're building a pond, traipsing around in mud.
Start day 5, guys. Weather's taking a turn for the better, which is great. Let's get through it. Let's have a look at the progress.
I think we're day 7 today, or day 6, and just doing the terracing of some of the rocks in the intake bay. See how we put build the gravel up and put the rocks behind the gravel. This is the twin pump vaults. Pump's going to go in there, and here comes a noisy plane car. This is at the end of the intake bay, so you're going to get all the matter and leaves and everything sucked through here into this intake bay for easy netting out.
Updated fish cave corner. Looking good. Happy with that. I'll see it in a few minutes.
Oh, end of another day. Just planning tomorrow. We're going to stage all the rocks in the morning in the areas we want to rock. Going to try and get most of this pond rocked in tomorrow, but then we've got all the waterfall areas and everything after that. So I'd say another 5-6 days. Not to mention deal with all this soil all the way around, get the heights right, finish it all off, deal with this smelly slope. Get the planting in, finish the plumbing, get the pumps in. Yeah, sorry if I sound a bit tired, I am. Yes, that'd be like an extension.
Quite alright.
Yeah.
Jesus. Peering behind
Get an
me.
action shot, Benj.
Like a ghost.
Hi guys, Connor here. Just going to do a quick recap of day... What day is it today? We're on day 8 today. Let's go towards the pond. This is what I've been working on, these lovely mossy areas. Shells and sides. Looking nice and natural, if I do say so myself. Log thrown in there. All the foam will be covered up. You know, at the end of the job, you won't see any of that, any of the white foam. Hi guys, so it's the end of day 9 today. We haven't really got around to much filming, been so busy with the old tasks at hand, which I'll talk you through in a minute. As I was saying, we've been so busy with the tasks at hand that we haven't really got the GoPro out to do any filming, unfortunately. But give you a little update around here. So first thing we've done, we've got a load of soil from the mound around the back. See, tons of it. We've also got the pipes in. The pumps and obviously the pipes that you see, which runs, obviously the first one goes down there, which is going to go behind the rocks. Give you an update on that soon. The second one comes out here at the moment, so obviously it's going to be in the waterfall area, which will be finished next week. We've been doing some rocking in down here, which I think looks alright. Looks pretty decent. That's the fish cave area down there. Try to get as natural as possible. So the fish cave is just in that crevice there, which you can barely see, which I'll hopefully enjoy. So we're now starting on the waterfall areas. The white outlines here, made with obviously the white spray. We're going to have 2 big rocks either side, which you can see, one there in a circle, other over there, which I'm going to be doing in a second, and then the cascade, obviously going through the middle there. But it'll be an unusual one, it won't just be an obvious one. So yeah, let's see how that looks in a few minutes' time.
So it's that point in the pond build where we're going to start putting in the pond plants. Where is it? October now? There isn't a massive range, so I'll give the clients a list of others they can add in spring. But here's what we've got at the moment. Some of my favourites. I always like low maintenance, invasive plants, things that are pretty easy to take care of, you know, so you've not got loads and loads of maintenance. This little beauty is Mazus reptans, which is a little plant that grows in the marshes throughout the Himalayas. It's going to flower in spring and summer with a little blue purpley flower, quite a long flowering season, and this will spread to form a lovely carpet, and it doesn't mind the sort of slightly drier parts of the pond at the top edge. Here's one of my absolute favourites. This is a British native, and it's chives. You know chives? Onion plant, smells of onion. Oh, lovely. And that will grow nice and hydroponically in the gravel, straight in the gravel. Don't have to plant it deeply. And that long flowering season, I think it's about 3 months. A really good top 10 pollinator as well for the bees and insects. So that's chives. When I've looked down and have weird face, just to do that.
No, you're doing well. I'm enjoying it.
Here we've got a lovely native fern, the royal fern, Osmundus regalis. Okay, and that again will grow in the nice marginal shelf at the top, which is what we're aiming to do. I'm not massively into oxygenating plants because they take in as much oxygen they give out, and they do create a lot of mess. There are exceptions to that, but on the whole I don't put many in. So this is royal fern. I'm going to grow this around the edge in the more shady parts, probably on this side of the pond. So, you know, ferns, they like shade. And then last of all but not least, a go-to favourite, hardy, reliable, easy to look after, good old chorus. There are a few versions of this. This is variegated sweet flag, and that'll have nice yellow flowers, just a reliable, around about 30 centimetres tall, going for this marginal shelf. So they're pretty much the plants we've got for this pond at this point in the year, because it's October coming up to November. Now, try and picture it with plants, you know, as they grow and naturalise everything. You know, grasses. We'll give the clients lots of ideas about planting, and you know, how it will gradually blend into the landscape.
You take breakers, get your kids to get that out. You want a couple of nets, like I said, with a 1 foot diameter or more. One very fine and one not quite so fine. Confirm. It's far better in real life. You can never get these things on the camera properly.
Tape day working perfectly. Let's take a trip underwater.